All right. Thank you so much for this insightful discussion. Next up, we have UniCredit and BlockInvest. How UniCredit and BlockInvest are building EU tokenization infrastructure with Lorenzo Rigatti, BlockInvest CEO and co-founder, please. Luca Colombo, UniCredit CEO Office, Head of Digital Assets Hub. And then Roberto Zuccaro, UniCredit Group M&A and Corporate Development. Looking forward for this discussion on such a strategic infrastructure for Europe. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Nice to be here again. Okay. I mean, this is a nice moment for us at BlockInvest. I mean, probably not everyone knows who BlockInvest is and what we do. Just a brief summary. We are a tokenization infrastructure. We launched the company, I mean, when I was young, actually. And we managed almost all the, tokenization of securities in Italian market, starting from the first issuance of the Cassa Depositi e Prestiti during the S.p.A trials. So today we are here with two colleagues and friends of UniCredit. So it's a nice moment for us because here, we are describing how we moved to, being, a provider for one of the biggest European banks to, got the investment from them and also being a partner with them. So today, joined our panel, Roberto Zuccaro and Luca Colombo. So I'll start with Roberto. Roberto, the Strategic Investment Lead, Group M&A Office, which is actually in our board. So, I need to be careful of that. So, we are, it's no more 2022 anymore, but still for a tier one bank, it's not so common to make a strategic investment like that. So everyone is still in POC phase or what were like the trigger for, a group like yours to decide to make this investment? Any make your buy consideration or?
Thank you, Lorenzo. First of all, it's a great pleasure to be here with you. As Lorenzo said, with friends, let's say, more than, let's say, in an official panel. No, our approach in general terms to strategic investment is really very much industrial, I would say. Meaning we do invest in company that we are then able to integrate into our business model, value chain, operation, whatever. So let's say we don't take like a pure VC or pure P fund that only scout for, not only, but I would say they mainly scout for financial return, but we used to combine these obviously financial return that obviously we expect from Lorenzo and BlockInvest with, let's say, a real industrial synergy, industrial fit. So basically when we assessed the opportunity to invest in BlockInvest, we really identified some competitive advantages that BlockInvest has. First of all, I would say they are a pure play in tokenization, and they basically are able to tokenize a wide range of real-world capital markets and financial assets. And I would say they do it really fast, really on time. That is absolutely not common from our experience. We will mention POCs that use case and our approach and strategy also with Luca on all we are planning to do also on the business side. Second, I would say they have a very, very deep knowledge of financial services and banks that, as you know, are very big animals, complex animals, a lot of rules, regulation, processes, and obviously...
I'm lucky, I have a great team. So someone is in the room. So.
Having someone that
Thanks
is
for
able
that.
to navigate this, it's a super competitive advantage. Third, I would say also regulatory edge, because, as you said, you started few years ago, and you have really a native platform built around EU frameworks, Italian frameworks, so regulation that is obviously very disruptive as usual you already manage that. And also, I would say, a very good institutional network, because you have connection with ECB, let's say Bank of Italy, Consob, public stock exchange. So this is also another asset. Last but not least, I will mention obviously a very good tech stack. That is obviously one of the key variables that you evaluate when you assess strategic investments. So, long story short, multiple reasons why to invest, very strong strategic fit, and I would say Lorenzo didn't pay me anything to share this with you, but I mean, this is the reality that we are experiencing.
I really appreciate that. Maybe no one will believe it, but I really appreciate that. Okay, let's move to Luca. Okay, Luca, you with your team did something, for me, crazy, okay? Which is build something which doesn't exist, at least in our market, which is like, it's called Digital Asset Hub, but it's like a decentralized, we're in the right place to say decentralized, ecosystem but manage the whole, I mean, Web3 strategy of the bank. So, considering that you do, I mean, with the lab, a lot of things, not only securitization or whatever, but how you think, following what we just said, BlockInvest can act as a catalyst for, I mean, all the use cases we are working on?
Yeah, so hi everyone, and thanks Lorenzo. So, you're right, I mean, I think we did something that was maybe not crazy, but for sure something that we were not thinking about, or like we thought that it was not possible up until 1 year ago, because talking about this kind of topics in a bank that we are saying is complex, is bureaucratic, but it's also innovative, so there are also some positive things. Like UniCredit is not something that easy. We managed to do that, so as Lorenzo said, now we have a digital assets hub. It's a decentralized hub, so perfectly in line with the blockchain vision. What does it mean that it's decentralized? It means that we don't have like people that are working within like a specific side of the organization, so not just in digital, not just in business, not just in payments or whatsoever. We have found people within the organization that are working across all the various areas of the business and have an expertise, a deep product expertise, a deep compliance expertise, a deep legal expertise in the traditional world, and are building up a huge expertise also on-chain, with the on-chain finance. So I believe this one is the, I mean, I believe it because we did it, but I think it's really like a distinctive factor that can, up until now, allowed us to move very, very fast. Because we really found a lot of interest, passion, genuine passion within our people. And the people are driving the innovation within the organization. It's not that we are driving top down because I'm part of the CEO office. It's not that we are saying, look, we need to do it this one. Actually, our job now in the Digital Asset Hub is to calm people down. Because there are so many initiatives that are coming that now we need to select which are the initiatives that are really like viable. What BlockInvest can do and what BlockInvest is doing in the Digital Assets Hub, many things. They are like a real partner, at least for me. When we selected them, I mean, first of all, what I wanted to have are like not a technical provider, because there are many technical providers in the space, but we wanted to have someone that is capable to speak with the people within the bank. So we found like Lorenzo and his team that are able to really like speak with all the various areas of the bank, with areas that are traditional and maybe also skeptical about the new assets, because, I mean, we are a bank. If we are not skeptical, there is a problem, because we are not a fintech. We need to be skeptical in order to build up trust. If we do something, our clients are going to trust us that that thing has been done in the right way. It's not that we are issuing things just for the sake of a newspaper article or whatsoever. So it's really important to have a person like in a team, like the one of BlockInvest, that can really speak with the people in the organization. Second element, they're driving, in a way, also innovation. They're very innovative. They're also nerds that, like in a bank, it's not so easy to find. And like they are pushing us also to innovate. We are calming them down as well. So like they're pushing and we're saying, look, okay, maybe we do it in 6 months or maybe in 6 years or maybe never. But yes, this one is exactly the kind of relationship that we're having. And I think it's, right now, it's really working.
Thank you. I mean, it's really important because when you do this kind of project with like a tier 1 financial institution, usually you need to, start again, all over again. So you do a bond, then you want to make another project, and you make to have a lot of, 30 to 40 meetings to say, okay, this is the new process. Having a unique, decentralized app, it makes things faster. But let's see, we have a lot of things to do. Coming back to you, Roberto, how do you think that this partnership can keep the bank, ahead of the competitive pressure that, the new regulatory regime like MiCAR, hopefully the new DLT pilot regime coming, and what like fintech, but also new banks, digital banks are doing. So
yeah, that's a very crucial
in European framework, because now we need to be European, right?
Very crucial and strategic points in the sense that currently banking landscape is increasingly challenging. We have macro headwinds from one end, we have regulatory increasingly complex, we have obviously new technologies that you know much better than me, AI, blockchain, that are really bringing innovation but disruption from one end to legacy system and incumbent banks. On the other end, I would say you have challenger banks and fintechs that continue to grow. Now we're in the phase that also they are consolidating. And I would say big techs continue to experiment because obviously they started, we know very well from China and US, the so famous ecosystem from Alibaba versus Apple versus Google, and they are continue to grow or experiment by themselves or partner with banks. Also, we are in a big wave of consolidation through M&A in banking, Italy, Europe, potentially globally. So obviously arena is super competitive and challenging. From our side, let's say, and coming to this space, I really do believe that our investment in BlockInvest give us some strategic advantages. First, give us a strategic control over a crucial infrastructure layer. Also having the opportunity to directly influence the strategy and the roadmap evolution of the company, being with you also now in the governance of BlockInvest, so we will have the opportunity to let's say identify hopefully the right way to grow together. Second, it accelerates a lot our time to market because as usual, for sure there are other colleagues from banks here. We always face now make versus buy, let's say, decision to phase. In this case, we choose now to go for the buy, and in theory, now having something already plug and play, we can integrate and move faster. Last but not least, I would say it gives us the opportunity be really ambitious to try to create a market standard in the sense that leveraging on BlockInvest core capabilities and strength, our very extensive pan-European footprint in a scenario where Europe really needs European champions. We see now also von der Leyen launched a startup and scale-up strategy, the new fund. So it's really something moving finally on innovation in Europe. We have really this great opportunity to take, and I mean, we should be ambitious.
I see. So no pressure, guys. Let me come back to Luca because I mean, it seems too easy and perfect, but it's not. I mean, it's like because we did something together recently, together we tokenized mini bonds, structured notes, and what the market sees is just like the news that is done. But we know that, and we used to say tokenize an instrument, I would say it's easy, but it's not easy, it's doable, but tokenize the process is the real challenge. So what does it mean for the bank, the clients, and I mean, for the internal stakeholders?
Yeah, well, for the clients, we have made this POC because right now we're still talking about POC, unfortunately, but our goal is to not talk anymore about POC, but scale the initiatives. So what we have realized is that there are benefits. What a discovery. I mean, everybody knew that there were benefits with the blockchain, but actually we realized that the benefits are tangible. So clients can save time, can save cost, can save intermediaries. All great? Not really, because like the POC that we have done, how was it settled? Yet with physical cash. So not digital money, but real cash. So what do we miss? I mean, we miss still a stable coin or like an on-chain payments. We are part, actually, we founded Kivalis. I think here in the room there is also the CEO of Kivalis.
Yeah, maybe he's here.
Yeah, so no pressure also on him, but now we need really the Kivalis stablecoin in order to really like have all the benefits that the tokenization and the blockchain can bring. So for the clients, the benefits are clear. What is really important for us is that the clients should not even perceive that there is a blockchain behind it. They shouldn't care. I mean, for them, it's like I just get a new product, or not a new product, actually an existing product on a new technology. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's seamless. It works perfect. I don't know whether it's a blockchain or like another technology. For the bank, it's a little bit different. For the bank, doing this kind of things is not so easy. There are many challenges. You have to completely change the processes. You have to completely rewrite all your internal compliance rules, your legal rules, risk rules, whatever. So I can tell you that the challenges are real, they are there, but we are here in order to solve these challenges. I mean, we are not scared. So actually, I love challenges because if there were no challenges, to be honest, like everybody can be a winner in this space because you can go, you can use AI and say, look, can you tokenize these bonds or mini bonds or whatsoever and sell it to the market? Yes, I can do it. 1 second, done. Reality is that like doing it really is much more difficult. So it's a process. It's something that is going to take time. We are working on it. We're working with BlockInvest. We're working with other partners. So it's really something that is going to build up. I would like to say one thing that I forgot before. BlockInvest, it's true that we have invested in them. It's true that we are a partner. But BlockInvest is not UniCredit. I mean, so BlockInvest, our goal is to leave BlockInvest as independent as possible because BlockInvest needs to cooperate and to work with as many players as possible because otherwise we will never be able to build up an infrastructure and build up a market. Sometimes I hear about competition, how do you compete? I mean, come on guys, there is no competition in this market right now. There is no market. That's the reality. So we need to build up the market. So the more BlockInvest works with all the other players, the better it is. We are here in order to support them, in order to build up something together. The title is Building Up the European Infrastructure. That's exactly what we want to do, but they are independent. I mean, and I can tell you, luckily they are independent because I can tell you that if they were within UniCredit, Lorenzo, first of all, he wouldn't have so much hairs, and it would have been much more difficult, and they would have lost all their innovation capabilities because a bank, of course, is a complex animal, so they need to be independent and completely like enjoy their journey.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
So let me stay with you. So let's, be bold. What's this partnership, will look like if there would be for you, since I know you are very ambitious. I'm not saying, you said I'm a dreamer. I say, okay, dreamer, but you're really ambitious and concrete. What this partnership will look like in 24 months, if there would be a success?
In 24 months, I think it's a bit difficult because we need to understand exactly how the market is going to evolve and how fast it's going to be. But in 24 months, like so a short-term, medium short-term frame, I think we are not anymore talking about POC. We're talking about something that is scalable. So starting from a POC, but something that now became scalable. And the clients really start to perceive and ask us to do that kind of, to use that platform and to use that technology. So this one is going to be a first success. If you look, as you said, I'm ambitious. I don't want to look at 24 months. Let's assume that we look at 5, 10, 15 years. So what is going to be success for me in 5, 10, 15 years? And here I'm going to be kicked out of this room. Not having any more these conferences. Why? Because maybe we don't need them anymore because the blockchain technology is so used. Everybody is so aware of the blockchain technology that we don't need to talk about it. It's like having a conference right now on Web 2.0, on internet. What are we talking about? We know there is a technology and it works. In 15 years, maybe we don't have this conference, or maybe we have this conference but with a different spin. And so the blockchain is working, is scalable. It's used like in many business rails within a bank or like not only banks. That will be really the success. BlockInvest is going to be super huge. We would have made a lot of money. Lorenzo is gonna go on with a yacht, whatever. So that's a success for me in the long term.
Finger crossed. Yeah. And for you, I mean, just similar question, but on a different perspective. On the investment side, what would be a success for you? Give me more time. 36 months.
36 months. Being ambitious, we really expect BlockInvest to be a unicorn with at least 100 million EBITDA, no? Too ambitious. No, jokes apart, I really think I link the success of an investment we do on two things. On pure financial perspective, obviously, we really expect that 24 months, it's a short, medium horizon, 36 more probably coherent. We really expect BlockInvest consolidating financials grow sustainably, business growth. And again, I will really stress the point that we are saying a lot on becoming really the go-to startup fintech for tokenized, the go-to player for tokenized in Italy, because again, to create a market standard, we need all the banks to use in Italy, potentially beyond, no? Again, leverage on our support, BlockInvest really as a standard. And looking again a bit internally to the industrial fit, I really think that if we are able to maximize business opportunity, leveraging on your technology infrastructure, that also would be a great success.
Thank you. If we have time, I would like to revert the things, and I mean, ask if you have something to ask to me directly, because now, I mean, you just put some...
Start? No, I have a question. Like before, because we have discussed everything looks amazing, looks great. The reality, I can tell you, that is a little bit more difficult. The challenges are real. So also there, I want to manage expectation. Like 24 months is a good period of time, but we need to be realistic. So the challenges are real. What I would like to ask to you, Lorenzo, is how is dealing with a complex organization like UniCredit, like which are the challenges that you're facing, and also the good thing, because it's maybe there are challenges, but there are also like good things.
Be careful, eh?
Okay, I mean, there are challenges, for sure. It's not easy, because usually what happens when you talk with the manager, with high goal and really ambitious, it seems you can go fast. But then we go down and you talk with like people that work on the operation side, or people that they discover that they need to change. I mean, the way they work, that we don't need more a CSD, that you need probably more a middle office. So something it's really complex. But the only way to do that, I mean, something strange to say from my side is forget about the technology and work on the processes. So usually the way we manage it is, and to manage expectation is, okay, we need to, I mean, forget about the slide, forget about the demos, write down on paper the processes. I mean, what is right now and what will look like after we apply tokenization. Also because there are things that you discover during the journey, for example. I mean, there are no market hour, okay? For a bank, it's strange. I mean, you don't need more a market hour. Why you need to calculate for a tokenized coupon the interest in days when you can do in seconds? These are just example, but help you understand what's the real complexity in, I mean, balancing the pros and cons. And also because at the end of the story, even if you tokenize things and you bring an upgrade, anyway, you need to manage we call it legacy trap, because there are some legacy system that needs to be, I mean, updated or, I mean, linked to what happened on chain. So, yeah, but thanks for asking. This was not prepared, actually, but yeah, this is the reality. So it takes time. So think about it that, because probably we don't say too much that this is not application business, and it never been. It's not even a product, because we are bringing on chain something which is already exists, okay? Here it's an infrastructure business, and I mean, historically the infrastructure shift on an L shape, okay? So if you're not ready to take that L, you pay a lot of money to be ready for that. So that's why it takes a lot of time. For you?
I mean, I would revert the question in the sense that what is your ambition for BlockInvest, and what are the key milestone strategy, but also to execute in the next 2-3 years?
Okay, two types, let's say. One is from the operational point is increase the number of use cases that we can handle. So now we started recently to work also on the non-Italian use cases like the Schuldschein, that is peculiar German product, for example. We are working on other particular models that enable to tokenize things and to design new financial stuff that now, doesn't exist, at least are not digital, okay? On the company side, we don't think that even if we get a good market share in Italy would be enough, because there would be, a lot of players. So the thing is, trying to be a European standard. We will never be alone, but we want to cooperate with other companies like us to, co-design a standard, because at the end of the story, if you want, really scale this technology, as Luca was saying, being in that position in 10, 15 years, we need to use the blockchain for real, okay? Not like, stuff that seems like a blockchain, but they are not. Otherwise, an Oracle database is much better and faster. So we need to write together the standard, and particularly, one of our ambition is also to link, BlockInvest like as a back office of market infrastructure. So this market will scale when the, market infrastructure, I'm talking about the huge stock exchanges, will be, in our ecosystem. This is the only way the market will scale, and will happen what Luca just said. So
Let's do it.
yeah, and we used to say, we want to do that. It takes time. So to be honest, the only things to do that is one block at a time. So thanks for your attention.
Wait, one block at a time, but we need to start moving fast also. And I'm saying it here. I'm not saying it in the bank because otherwise I'm gonna be quoted. But no, but really, in this audience, I think it's important. If we don't build up the infrastructure, as we were saying before, and Lorenzo was saying before, somebody else is going to build up. And it's not that it's somebody else that is not BlockInvest, not UniCredit, not who cares. Like, the issue is if it's somebody that is not really in Europe. So really, let's not lose again this opportunity, because it's really important that we maintain the sovereignty of Europe. And in the digital asset space, it's important that we start moving now. It's already late, but we really need to start moving now. That's also why I was saying that they are independent, they need to be used by as many players as possible. We need to collaborate all together in order to build up this, because otherwise we're going to lose the train.
Cooperation and collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.